Hello and a very special broadcast rather on Akshay Tritiya. I'm Manisha Gupta, and this year has been quite volatile. When you look at the gold prices, it has been for the gold and the diamond prices as well. There have been geopolitical concerns and inflation has been some of the key triggers in the market. According to World Gold Council, in first quarter of 2024, India's total gold demand, including both jewelry and investment, increased to 136.6 tons, hinting at a revival in gold demand. On the back of the demand, the Akshay Tritiya hopes also are running high. Jewelers are optimistic, but will this optimism translate into sales on ground is something that we are going to ask all our guests here. Joining us now on this special broadcast is Suvankar, Managing Director and CEO at Senco Gold and Diamonds. Suvankar, hi, thank you so much for joining us. You know, when it is Akshay Tritiya and Dhanteras, the first thing that people look at is the timings. And for Akshay Tritiya, the timings are really huge. So what time have you opened your stores today? What time are you closing? And what is the kind of footfalls that you're looking at?
Akshay Tritiya as a Muhurt started early in the morning at around 4:20 a.m. But it's not possible for all the customers to come so early or open the store. So we opened our stores at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Our team members came at around 8 o'clock in the morning. And we are planning to keep it open till whatever time it takes for the customers to come, because it continues for the whole night till early morning tomorrow. So we are hoping that it will be open till at least 11:30, 12 o'clock, if not more. And, this is an auspicious day. I like Dhanteras. Akshay Tritiya is one such day when it is believed that if you buy something on this day or you start anything new, it will only give you fruitful results and you can only grow on that, what you do today. So therefore, we also want our customers to get the best time and convenience to come and buy gold, diamond, silver, whatever they would like to buy.
All right, open at 8 o'clock and open until midnight and more. So, Ankur, also, what are the trends that you're picking up from the ground, and what is it that the Senco as a company is doing different this time around to lure customers?
So we got the whole range of 200 plus designs in gold, diamond, platinum, everyday wear or auspicious wear of bangles. And also, for the young generation, while we can see that they are coming to the store and they're buying small pendants, earrings, or rings for the daily wear, especially in diamonds and platinum. But we came up with this idea, first time in the country, we're calling it the gold beans. We have seen it. It's not a new trend, in the Oriental markets, in Southeast Asia or China. People, the young millennials and Gen Zs are buying, half gram, 1 gram gold in the form of beans. Again, the thought being that just like, Jack and the Beanstalk, you put the beans and one day it will become a big tree.
All right, we do look forward to that. But I also want to understand on what are the sales looking like, because almost everybody in the industry tells us that the volumes might take a bit of a hit. The value, of course, because the gold prices are so high, might be on the positive side.
So we are hoping that in terms of value, we should be able to have a low single-digit growth compared to last year, because last year Akshay Tritiya was in the month of April, end of April. And this time Akshay Tritiya is in the beginning of May. So we are having a little bit of an edge in terms of people getting their salaries or incomes. It is in the beginning of the month. So that is a good part of it. The challenging part is the gold price, which has gone up. So we are expecting that 15% to 20% degrowth in volume is quite inevitable, because budgets are not going up to that extent. Plus the scenario of elections of the April and May that is there. So there are, in the semi-rural or the rural markets, people have been a little conservative. We are seeing the heat waves going on in the month of April. That has also impacted farming and the agricultural sector to a certain extent. So all in all, yes, value-wise, we will grow at low single digit. Volume-wise, we are expecting a degrowth of about 15%.
So the volumes might decline, but the value-wise, of course, is going on the higher side. I mean, this is another question. It's not just in India that we are looking at Akshay Tritiya, because there's a lot of Indian diaspora outside India as well. And people are exporting a lot of jewelry outside. What are your plans when it comes to the international markets and your presence there?
Our Honorable Prime Minister's thinking that, made in India products and made in India brands should start going global. And in our industry already, we have many players who are established, who have expanded beyond our country, reaching out to our, Indian diaspora or the subcontinental diaspora in Middle East, Gulf, in the US or UK, Australia. So I think that there is this surge happening amongst all the jewelry brands, and I would be happy to inform all the viewers and you as well that we've launched our first jewelry store in Dubai with our products. Calcutta is always known for its karigari, the filigree, the fine work. So we want to take forward our specialty, our lightweight jewelry to all across the world. And on this auspicious day, we've started our journey with Dubai and hope to expand globally soon and make India proud.
All right, so that's a new beginning for you as well on Akshay Tritiya, and we wish that you do more stores like that in the international markets. And the kind of volumes and value that you're talking about is something, of course, we'll talk to you yet again, for tallying it on what numbers do actually come out of Akshay Tritiya. Well, moving on, we're also now joined by Dileep Narayanan of Malabar Group and Varghese Alukkas, Managing Director at Alukkas. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And it was South India that Akshay Tritiya really began. And then, of course, it has spread pan-India, where we are hearing stronger numbers coming in from. Dileep, this one is to you. And I know you're vacationing, but I'm sure you're keeping an eye on the markets as well on what kind of sales are happening right now. So what is your initial sense and comment on how it is doing?
Getting very positive feedbacks. Yes, it's a summer season, so there are a lot of people who don't get into the stores to buy during the day, and after 4 is when the peak buying starts, and we have started seeing rush in each and every stores from around 4 o'clock onwards. And of course, like what Mr. Suvankar mentioned, we had also opened our stores early morning, and our team was all ready with the display of gold, and there were initially, during the office hours, there is a little bit of slack of people coming into the stores, but now it is improving.
Dileep, so what is it that is really selling? Because, a consumer has a lot to choose from. There is gold, where the prices are near all-time highs, but the platinum seems to be doing well. People also are buying silver merchandise. Diamond as a jewelry seems to be doing quite well too. So what is it that really seems to be flying off the shelves?
Just date like Dhanteras or Akshay Tritiya, like the value of gold might reduce, but the pattern or the jewelry which they intend to buy, they still buy it. Mostly we see a lot of gold jewelry. Apart from that, there is also investment bars or investment coins, which is also being sold at an auspicious day like this. And yes, of
Mr.
course,
Varghese,
silver and
yes.
platinum, along with the diamond jewelry, is also a part of this buying.
Mr. Varghese, this question is to you. So what is your initial sense as well? How are you reading the market as it is now? This year is even more important because at 72 or 73,000 rupees of 10 grams of gold is unseen of earlier. This is an all-time high. Last year was 60,000. Year before was 50,000. So we're almost 21,000 rupees at 10 grams higher in 2 years in sense of gold prices. Do you see a dent on demand because of these prices?
As a day on AkshayTritiya, we have opened our stores from morning 8 o'clock. There is a good response from Tamil Nadu region, where we most have our presence of around 24 stores. So we feel a lot of new customers coming into the store. And as you said, the price-wise, the price has gone almost nearly 100 rupees per gram today. So customers feel little worried whether the price has gone up too much, but still they are buying. Maybe the quantity has come down because earlier the price was, as you said, last 2 years, it was in 62, where it is in 73,000. So today alone the prices has gone up. So still then there are buying, because as last 25 years as we celebrate this AkshayTritiya, the same people are buying again and again because they feel that their investment, what they have got earlier days, has also gone up. So still there is a trend of buying gold jewelry, especially some are even buying coins, bars, which they can use as exchange to ornament later on. Even there is a trend of buying diamond jewelry where the prices has gone up in gold. Even platinum jewelry, silver jewelry, most of the jewelries are doing good. But price-wise, we see that price earlier last month was a little high, then it came down by 100 rupees, but till then again the prices has gone up. So few people are asking about this price increase. Maybe they may postpone their purchase, but till then they are buying some quantity as a special day to buy.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Varghese, also, between the jewelers as a community, it is felt that Akshay Tritiya is a beginning not just of a new financial year, but also a wedding season and many more festivals to come going forward. How are you looking at this overall quarter performing for yourself now?
So this first quarter is almost calculated with the month of May. Usually it should be in April. Last year we had 2 days for Akshay Tritiya in April. This year it is coming to 1 day. Still then we are hopeful to achieve the same amount of jewelry what we sold last year. And we feel this quarter will have at least some increase of this Akshay Tritiya sale, which is maybe around 10%, maybe into that. But as volume-wise, maybe there is little lesser, but as a revenue-wise, it will be increased by at least 10% after this Akshay sales.
Dileep, I want to understand one thing. We have seen buying patterns change. Earlier, it would be a family or a lot of women coming together to buy a piece of jewelry. Now, with more nuclear families and a lot of self-buying happening, do you see that as a changing pattern? And also, is men jewelry also in vogue? If not in gold, maybe white gold and platinum really seems to be doing well for that category.
Absolutely, yes. There is definitely a change in as the generation grows and generation changes. We have seen earlier in our stores, whenever there is a wedding, there is an entire family attending, coming to the store, and that itself is kind of a festive thing, and then they buy jewelry. But as of now, the members have reduced, but the buying pattern still remains the same. And I would say that from region to region it changes. From state to state also it varies. Like if you go to deep south like Kerala, we still have this kind of same tradition going on where they all come in as a family, and then even from the girl side and from the boys' side, both of them come together, and then they do these purchases and things like that. Answering your next question about the men jewelry, yes, there is. We can see a lot of demand coming up especially on platinum side for the men jewelry, and also on the gold side also for things like bracelets and other few jewelry items for men.
Mr. Varghese, what would you say on what really seems to be doing well? Is it the sparkle of diamond better, or the gold, as is always at the throne, seems to be continuing to do well?
Customers are preferring to buy even diamond jewelry for the wedding occasions, like for the party wear. So there is a difference of opinion from customers. Few are who buying gold is moving to diamond jewelry. Even men's, the platinum jewelry is doing good. The love bands for the engagements, weddings, and all doing good. Even the platinum chains have been a good performance among the men's jewelry category, even with a bracelet with a two-tone with gold and platinum mixed with diamonds. So these are the new products which comes in the platinum jewelry for men, and even there are a lot of diamond jewelry trends have picked up in South also. L8 was in North, but as people feel that this jewelry price going up, few are also looking into buying diamond jewelry. So there is a trend moving to diamond jewelry and men's platinum jewelry and all that.
All right. So diamond and gold is doing well as always, and platinum also seems to be picking up. Men's jewelry is also doing well, and of course, self-purchases, family buying, all of that really seems to be happening as people really are adding gold into their portfolio on this very auspicious day. Thank you so much, Dileep and Mr. Varghese, for joining us and giving us your sense on what really seems to be happening within your states there. But with that, it's a short break in this special broadcast of Akshay Tritiya. Welcome back, and you're watching our special podcast on this very auspicious day of Akshay Tritiya. And moving on, we now have well understanding of diamonds and key trends this season. Joining us is De Beers Forum Marks, Amit Prabhari. Amit, hi, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, the gold prices have been very volatile. Do you see better improvement in diamond jewelry, as it were?
Akshay Tritiya is a very auspicious moment for jewelry and for Indian market point of view. So this is the time wherein people buy gold, diamond jewelry for their, it's a beginning of, new things. So now looking at 2024 season, we are quite optimistic. Of course, there is a slight temporary, I would say, slowdown because of the gold price. But what's happening is that it is actually helping the other categories, which is a non-gold, that is a diamond, color stone, that segment, because people need reasons to buy. And with the change in price, people are moving towards to diamond jewelry and other category. So off within the jewelry segment itself. So we look forward for a great Akshay Tritiya season, especially when it comes to diamond and diamond jewelry.
All right. Amit, hold on. Also joining us now is Sachin Jain of World Gold Council. Sachin, hi, welcome to the show. And I do understand that you are traveling store to store, trying to understand, gauging on what's happening on the ground, really. So what is it that you're picking up until now in sense of sales?
Thanks, Manisha. Through you, wishing everybody a very happy Akshay Tritiya. And as Amit was saying, it's the starting of some great things. And what I'm seeing on the ground and on the stores, and I'm talking about reference about 8 cities we visited over the last 4 to 5 days. It's been an incredible comeback for gold. And when I say incredible, I'm talking about great traffic, great bookings, and this little down on the price over the last 2 weeks that we've witnessed, where the prices have stabilized a little bit, has really propelled the consumers to come in. And I'd like to reflect on a few categories. While we were preparing on the floors over the last quarter, there was anticipation that with the increased price, perhaps only the very low-end goods or lighter goods might sell. What ironically we've seen is that a lot of wedding-based buying, which had to happen this year, that segment has really, really propelled, in the sense that consumers, where the weddings are happening, they are completing the buying with the anticipation that the gold price might further go up through the year. So that was one area. We've seen the 10 gram to 20 gram area really doing well. What we've seen a significant impact is the low end, like 2 gram to 5 gram area, which are like the 15,000 to let's say 35,000 rupees product lines. That's where we've seen a slight drop. That's what we've seen. And essentially south, of course, I've just landed in Chennai, so I'm going to be seeing the stores here. And the good thing is today Akshay Tritiya spreads over 2 days, because the Muhurat is spread over 2 days, which is great for the consumers and for the trade. And Chennai, of course, is one part. We've seen slightly slow Hyderabad and Telangana. We've seen Calcutta going quite well, and Bombay and the West responding well. North, we still to get, we're waiting for the evening. And hopefully with a very, very crazy summer in Delhi particularly, we're expecting the consumers to come out in the evening.
But I also want to understand on what is the quantum that you're looking at, because as per understanding, we do understand that every Akshay Tritiya, you see 10 to 15 to 20 tons of gold being sold, not just on this 1 or 2 days, but over the week or over the Akshay Tritiya month. Yeah. Are we looking to achieve those numbers?
110% we will be achieving the numbers, in the sense that what we've already picked up is that from a bookings point of view, that people generally book over the last 2 weeks. As you said, people book and they collect on the day of the Akshay Tritiya. We've seen that crossing for almost the big chains and the important retailers. We've seen already that getting crossed. So we will be pretty positive in terms of that we will certainly cross the last year volume. And what numbers and what percentages, I think by the end of the day today will be quite clear as to what percentage will be up.
Sachin, a very quick final question. So what is it that you're looking as in sense of state-wise? I mean, as you said, you've been looking at 4 and 5 states over the last 4 or 5 days for that matter. Which one seems to be doing better than the other?
Well, of course, significantly, I mean, for South Indian market, this is, of course, the most important few days. Yes. And lots riding on these few days. But interestingly, as I said, the East market is doing well. And I'm really hopeful that once in the evening the customers are out. So you were right when you said that the numbers for Punjab and Delhi have been strong, but the higher level product has sold. But we really would love that more consumers come and buy, and hopefully that should be by end of play today. But I think also with a very subdued last quarter on gold, where things are going up and down, I think this was perhaps expected, because it's kind of a comeback from that sense. And one area which we've seen is not impacted that much is the impact of the elections as such. I mean, in the sense we were all a little less buoyant
concerned about that, yes.
Yeah, so that's been ironically quite not what was expected. But let's see what happens by end of the day.
Thank you so much for joining us. But Amit, coming back to you, and what would you say are the buyers looking for right now? As Sachin was saying, the larger chunk seems to be doing well. It's the smaller chunk that has slid further down. But small or big diamond jewelry or both, what are you looking at in sense of trends?
Right now, if you see post-COVID, people have added more meaning to their life, especially for their loved one. And when it comes for expressing their love, their emotion, diamond plays a big role per se. India predominantly had been always a small size market, for small size in the sense market for smaller diamond jewelry. But with the increase in the global trend adaptation, I would say the increase in the disposable income, we see there is a demand for the bigger sizes, bigger solitaires is also increasing. End client is currently looking for meaningful jewelry. Okay, and that's where the brands are playing a big role. The end client doesn't want to just buy a jewelry for the heck of it. They want to buy a jewelry which is more meaningful, more with whom they can connect. And if you see in Forever Mark, we have some amazing international collection, be it Avanti, Icon. These are jewelry which has a strong meaning, which can represent the stronger women of today. So similarly, all other brands are also doing the activity. In the short term, we see a great potential, and as well as the long term. If you see the organized retail sector in India is still large segment of it. So the unorganized one. The organized one are expanding. If you see the expansion of big retailers from India like Tanishq, Malabar, Alukkas, those people are expanding rapidly. And there is a space which is people are willing to accept brand because they come with a lot of trust and assurance, so forth. So from a short term to long term, India continues to be an important market. If you look at the current size of jewelry market, which is at a $79 billion, it is expected to grow to around 130 to between 120 to 130 billion dollar in next 7 to 8 years. So it has a very, very positive sign as of now.
Amit, thank you as always for joining us and giving us a sense on what to expect this Akshay Tritiya. But our special broadcast on Akshay Tritiya cannot end without a celebrity quotient. Joining us now is Gauri Khan, who will take us through the journey with Zoya and her favorite picks. Hello, Gauri. How are you? And tell us a little more about the evening that you're spending with Zoya launching their latest collection.
Thank you, Manisha. Nice to be here. Today, we are celebrating Zoya and its design journey over the last 15 years. In many ways, Zoya has changed the way people experience their fine jewelry in India. They have exquisite pieces that are rich with meaning. They told me that today they are going to showcase 4 beautiful collections that bring alive the Zoya story of celebrating women. So I'm looking forward to it.
Gauri, also, what do you look at when you are buying jewelry? Is it the design, the color, the theme, the whole ensemble? Or what is it that calls you out when you are deciding on what piece to pick?
For me, jewelry should be meaningful. Every piece of jewelry I have has a story associated with it. I also think that you must buy jewelry that is versatile so you can wear it with different outfits and enjoy it often. It shouldn't be something you just wear it once and then leave it in your locker.
Gauri, also, what is a special piece of jewelry that you would perhaps like to give to your daughter going forward?
I think Zoya's new bangle, My Embrace, is a very lovely piece of art that can be worn every day and enjoyed. It's simple, but beautifully crafted.
Gauri, thank you so much for joining us and answering all of those questions. And with that, it's curtains down on this special broadcast. But do stay tuned with CNBC TV18 for more news and updates coming up.